hope some of you have set some fitness goals. I hope you achieve them. I hope you stick to them. I hope you pick up and seek knowledge if you lack knowledge with regards to fitness, or what you should do to lose weight, to get in shape, to stay active, to stay motivated. Okay, so today we're going to talk about the question many people ask, especially those who are trying to get onto the weight loss journey, and they're always skeptic and always anxious. And the first thing they ask is, for me as a trainer, when someone hires me to train them or to help them achieve their fitness goals, especially those who are trying to lose weight, they always ask me, how long is it going to take for me to lose the weight? Okay, so that's a very good question, but it's a very tricky question at the same time, because, and as I'm going to talk to you, tell you the different scenarios why this question is not one size fits all. Okay, so the first thing we're going to talk about is losing weight. How long it takes to lose weight depends on how much weight you have. You know, some people are 20% body fat, some people are 15, some people are 30, and some people are 40. So it depends on how much body fat percentage you have, and the more you have, the longer it takes. Okay, sometimes I tell people, whatever time it took you to gain the weight, it's probably going to take you twice the time. Obviously that's not true, because if it took you 2 years to get to 40% body fat, it's not going to take you 4 years to lose it. But I always say that just to let the person know that it's going to take some time, so you need to be patient. Okay, so that's the first thing. It's going to be how long it's going to take you to lose the weight is going to be determined by how much fat percentage do you have on your body. Okay, so the more you have, the longer it's going to take. So the second thing we're going to talk about is your DNA, or your body type. Okay, because as we know, there are three different types of people, or types of bodies, right? But I'm going to talk about the two that usually, easily gain the weight or easily get fat, and that's the mesomorph and the endomorph. Now the mesomorph is usually the average people, quote unquote average, because they easily build muscle, but they also easily put on fat at the same time if they eat too much, or if they overeat for a consistent period of time. Now the endomorphs, and I am an endomorph, so I know I can easily build muscle, but I also easily put on fat. I will usually tell people that I just smell the food and I put on fat. I mean, it's a joke, but it's kind of true, because the ectomorph could eat ectomorph. Those are the lean, very skinny, never have a hard time putting on weight. Someone else could eat something small. I could eat the same thing, and I could put on weight easier than them and quicker. I could be on the same diet with an ectomorph or a very skinny person for 1 month. After the month, they probably could have put on 2 pounds, and I could have put on 30 pounds of extra fat or muscle, depending if I'm doing weight training. So that's the second thing. It's going to be determined by the type of body you have, how fast so the different types of bodies determine how fast your metabolism is. If you have a very fast metabolism, the skinny people usually, and mesomorphs average speed, you're going to eat the food, and your body is going to easily use that food as energy, so it's going to easily burn it off. If you're like me, endomorph, once you eat the food, your metabolism is very slow. So what happens usually, the body dumps the rest of the food that you're not using as energy as fat, extra fat, on top of the skin, or on top of the muscle rather. So like we said, the first thing is going to be how fat you are or how much weight you have, and then the second thing is going to be the type of metabolism or body type you have. If you have a fast metabolism, that will be easy. That will be easy for you to lose a weight. And in fact, if you have a fast metabolism, you're probably going to be skinny. So this doesn't work for you, but you get my point. And then the other point is going to be how consistent you are with your diet. Guys, if you're trying to lose weight and you're really committed to it, if you stay consistent with your diet, I'm not talking about eat good for 3 days and then go off. You need to stick to your diet, like for example, like 6 days a week. You stay consistent, good diet, eating the right foods, eating in moderation, and then maybe you can keep maybe a Sunday or whichever day you prefer to have like a 1 or 2 cheat meals. Okay, so if you stay consistent, you will lose weight gradually and easier and maybe a little bit faster. If you fall off the weight, if you fall off the diet, you're consistent 1 week and then off the next, and then consistent the next week, you're going to be up and down. It's going to take you longer to lose your weight, okay, or to lose fat. So you need to stay consistent. The other thing is, it's going to be how much knowledge you have, with as regards to diet, as regards to training. Okay, so let's say if you're trying to lose weight and you have no idea what you should do about the diet, what you should eat, you have no idea how much cardio you should do, you have no idea how much training you should do, obviously it's going to take you longer than me. Right now I'm in the bulking stage, and bulking means I'm a bit in a caloric surplus, so I could put on a little bit of fat, but once I'm ready to lose the fat, I know what to do. So it's going to be easier for me. So in 3-4 months, it's going to be easier for me to use the time to burn my fat to lose the weight. In your case, if you have no idea what you're doing, it's going to take you longer, because you're doing all the guesswork, trying this diet, trying the diet, and in the long run, most people get frustrated and they give up and they go back to binging. Okay, so the next point is going to be, how often do you work out? Okay, so if you're not, just like your consistency with diet, if you're not consistent with your workouts, if 1 week you're so good, you do cardio 4 days a week, and the next week you do cardio 2 days a week, obviously you're not going to lose the weight as fast because you're on and off. So if you're trying to lose weight, the time it takes you to lose the weight is going to be determined also by the consistency of your workouts and how consistent with going to the gym, sticking to your programs, if a trainer gives you one, or if you make your own. Okay, and then my last point on how long it takes to lose weight is going to be how patient you are. Some people are not patient. As soon as they start the diet, they cut out all the carbs first week or first month, they see some changes, they're trying to rush the weight, but that's not how human bodies work. They take time. Just like it takes time for you to grow, it also takes time for you to lose the weight. So you need to be patient. This is a patient. It has to be a marathon. It can't be just a sprint, so you need to be patient. You need to know it's going to take you some time, and then if you know that, then take your time, do the right thing, do small diet increment changes. Do you get that? Do small diet changes. Let me give you an example. In the first week, let's say you have sugar with your coffee every day. Cut out the sugar. Just in your coffee, cut out the sugar. Second week, cut out the sugar in your coffee and stop drinking all the sodas that you drink. Third week, if you know you have, let's say you have fries every night, whatever portion of fries you have half that. So every other week, make small changes. Don't cut out all the carbs, don't starve yourself, don't do crazy diets. Be patient with it, take it easy. All right, so guys, I hope this helps someone. Losing weight, the time it takes to lose weight varies on different things, like I've told you, different, how fat you are, how patient, how much knowledge you have for training and diet, how consistent you are, how fast your metabolism is. So guys, I hope this opens up someone's insight about this topic. Leave a like, share, subscribe to the channel. Get back to my description, let me know, comment down below what you want me to talk about. All right, peace guys.